students, in today's session we will learn how to design forms practically in HTML. For that, let's go to Notepad to design our form. Let's open Notepad. As usual, we will start our coding with HTML tag. Inside HTML, we will open head section. In head section, we will give the title of our web page. Let's give the title form design. Then we'll close the title tag and we will close the head tag also. After that, we will open body section, and to make the look of our form beautiful, we can change the background color of our web page using bg color attribute. Say bg color is equal to yellow, and let's give the text color as red. Let's close the body tag. Now, to design a form, we are required to use form tag. So, form tag is used to design a form. To design a form, we must set up a form before we can add information to it, and to set up a form, we need to specify two important information inside the form tag, and they are method and action property. Method property tells the form how to transfer the data to the form processor. We can assign either of the two values to the form property, which are get and post. By default, the method property is set to get, but it is not secure because it displays the data in the URL. And the second value of method is post, which is a secure method as it does not display the data being submitted through the form in the URL. And the second property is action. Action property of the form tag tells what action the form should take when the user presses the submit button. That is where the data should be submitted, where the form data should be submitted. Form has three important parts, as we discussed in earlier video also, and they are form tag, form input elements and submit button. In today's session, we will discuss all the input elements and other tags that are used for designing a form. An input control is a type of input mechanism on a form, and a form may contain several types of input controls classified as data or text input controls. So, before starting input control, we must specify the method and action property inside the form tag. So if we do not specify the method property, by default it will be taken as get. And in action property we can specify the location where we want to transfer our data, our form data. Form method is equal to, say, post action is equal to mail to colon. We can specify any email address. Suppose I am specifying my email address. If I want to get the data in email to my email ID, then I can use this value for action property. Now I'll close the form tag. After that we will start input controls. Input controls can have various values, like first of all, suppose we want to get the name from the user, then we can write a label here as name colon, then we will open the input tag, input, and type attribute is used to specify the type of input we want from the user. Like name may contain the text in one sentence or one word, so we can use type is equal to text, and then we can use the name attribute to give a name to this particular field, so to tell the browser that it will be used as a field name by the browser. So we can use it we can give it any field name. Suppose we give it the name username. This attribute is used to tell the browser about the field that is being entered. After that we will give a line break so that the next line appears in next line in browser also. Now we will copy it and we will keep on changing its value. Here we can give a colon like this. Now after name we can suppose we want to get date of birth from the user, so we can give here the label date of birth. After that we can paste, and here we can change the input type as date and name as date of birth. Then we can get email from the user. again we will paste and we will change the type attribute as email and name also we can give it email. Then we can get password, we will paste it, and type property will change to password, and name property we can use a short form also for password. Now when we use input type is equal to text, it will display a text box, and when we use type input type as date, it will show a date type of field in which we can select the date. Email will again show a text box type of box in which we can enter the email, and when we give the input type as password, the whatever the user will enter, it will be in encoded form. So whenever we want to input any whenever we want to get any confidential data from the user, then we can use the input type as password. Now we will save this much and we will see these 4 fields how they will look in the form. So we will save it as form design dot html and we will save it on desktop, and now we will minimize this and we will see this is the form design document, and this is how in front of name we can see a text box where we can enter the name. In front of date of birth we can see the date format, and we can select the date from here, whatever date we want to select, like it is showing today's date 13th April 21. So we can change the year, month, everything from here, and we can select the date. Here we can write down the email ID, and in password field whatever we will type, it will be in encoded form. It will not be displayed that what password we are entering. So this is the use of password field. Now let's continue with our form. More input types we will learn. Next is suppose we want to know the gender of the user, and we will paste here, and in input type we will suppose we want to use here option button, radio buttons, and radio buttons are used when we allow the user to select only one option out of the given options. A person can have only one type of gender, either female, male or others. So when we want the user to select only one option out of the given option, then we use the type as radio. So it will display radio buttons, and we can give it the name as gender, and now we will copy it and we will keep on pasting it, but we'll have to keep one thing in mind, that we will have to use the same name for all the options. if we will not use the same name, type will be radio only and name will be gender only, and here suppose we write male as the label, here we can write female. After that we can write others. Nowadays we find this others option also in the form, so we will also use it. But this name property should be same in all the three options. It should be, if this will be gender and this will be genders or gender one or anything else, if we will give a different name to different options, then they will not, then they will allow us to select more than one option. But we do not want the user to select more than one option, so we'll keep the name property as same for all the three options. Now here we can change the line. We want the next input in a different line, so we will give line break here. Then after that, suppose we want the user to enter the subjects that the user want to select. When we want the user to select multiple options out of the given options, suppose we are getting we are asking the user about his hobbies or the subjects that he want to opt, or anything in which we can allow the user to select more than one option, then we will use input type as checkbox. Now here we will write checkbox, and name we can give as, we can give it any name, say subject. Here also the name property should be same for all the options. Suppose first subject we are offering as English. Now we will copy it and we will keep on pasting it for all the subjects. This is the first subject we are offering. Name property should be same. If here I have used SUBJ, then for all the options we'll have to use SUBJ only. Here we can give the other subject as Hindi, then another subject as, say, math, then another subject as physics, then biology, chemistry, psychology. So as many options as we want to give, we can give, and out of all these options the user can select multiple options. Suppose we are giving one more option as PHE. And computer science. So user can select multiple options from out of all these options. Next is, suppose we want to give a list box kind of input. Suppose we want the user to select an option out of the given options only. Then like suppose we want to know the country of the user, then we can use select tag for that. But before starting select tag, let us finish all the input types. Next input type, here we will write, we will give the line break. After that, next, suppose we want the user to upload his photograph, then here we can give the input type as file, and name we can give as, say, photo. And we will give the line break after this also. Now suppose we want the user to select a color. Let us copy it from here. Then we can give here input type as color and name color only. We can give just any name here. Then we will use the select tag for if we want the user to select one option out of the options given by us. Say we want the user to enter his country, it will display a list box kind of things. We can use this this tag for getting the hobbies of the user, or country, or anything like we provide font styles, then font style also display a list box kind of thing, font size also. So similar kind of input field will be created using select tag. We will write here select, and we will give it the name as we can give it the name country, and then we can give we'll have to use option value tag inside this select tag. After that we will give option, we will provide all the options for selection. Option value is equal to, say, India, and we'll have to close this. Then we will write here India. It will appear as an option, and then we will we'll have to close this option. Input tag is an empty tag, it is not required to be closed, but select clause is a container tag, it is required to be closed. So we will close it as /option. Now we will copy it, and we will give few options for the country. Control V, Control V. We will give few names of the countries. After India we can give here Pakistan. Here also we will have to change the name. then say USA. Here also we will write USA, then Nepal. Here also we will write Nepal, then China. Here also we will write China. So we have given 5 options for this. Then we will close the select clause, select tag also, and then we will give line break. After that, suppose we want the user to give some suggestion. For this we can use text area tag, text area, and in text area we can specify how many rows and how many columns we want this text area to be. Say we give here 5 rows and columns, say 30. And again this is we'll have to close this tag also. So we will write here slash text area. This is also a container tag. After that we can provide the submit button so that the user can submit. For that we will use input tag only. So we'll copy it from here and paste it here. So input type is equal to submit, and here we will use value attribute so that it will be displayed, it will show a submit button, and on that button whatever we want to write, for that we can use value attribute. So whatever we want, whatever text we want to appear on the button, that text will be given here. Value is equal to submit. After this we will close the form tag, and then we will close the body tag, and then we will close the HTML tag. Now we will save it and let us see the output. See, this is our form. Here we had used text property of input tag, here date, here email, password. In gender we can see that we can select any one option, and this is possible only because we have used same name for this field. And in subjects we have used check boxes, so we can select multiple options out of this, but all these options should appear for one field only. For that we'll have to use the same name. And suppose we want the user to upload his photograph, then we can use here file, input type is equal to file, and when the user click on this, the user this dialog box will appear, and the user can browse the file and he can upload his or her photograph in this. In color, this color box will be displayed and user can select any color from here, whatever color user want to select, that color can be selected. And this is the for country, and this is the I forgot to give the I think I forgot to give the line break here. So I'll open this in Notepad and I'll make the corrections. Here I have not given the line break after this color, then country, okay, I forgot to close the bracket here. I have not closed the brackets here, that is why this problem is there. I have not closed these brackets, angular brackets, and here I have not here also I have not closed the bracket. Now the output should be correct. I have saved it. Now let us see. Now it's fine. Now we can see all the options here. The user can select one out of these options, and here the user can write down the suggestion. This is the text area, and here after entering all these input, the user can click on submit button. So this is how we can design a form. Okay students, thank you.